2 fast laps. Think about what the bike is doing and what you don't like. Your first fast lap starts at the finish line, so you go around. When you get to the finish line, then you start going fast.
Alright, so this day with Lambo, we were out doing suspension settings and testing. He wanted to test just based on the stock spring rate, stock valving, and just work clicker settings and sag and things of that nature. So basically what we did, we went out, we went blind. I set in a base setting, which I normally do when dealing with suspension, and I've tried to pull myself away from doing suspension for other people because the Colorado guys, one specific one that's located down in the Springs, likes to talk trash on other suspension guys. So I try and stay away from getting involved in all that drama, but for my close friends or teammates, I will do it. So we just went with, like I said, stock spring rate, stock valving, and we were just doing sag and clicker settings because that's really all Lambo has the money for at the moment. So this is the first session. The fastest lap in this first session after doing this was 2:39.45. So that was like 7 seconds faster than his last time we did a fast lap. So that's pretty dang good. So that was session number 1.
You're on?
Yeah.
Okay. Session 2. This time, 1 slow lap, 2 fast laps, not just 1. This is a change from the base setting. So that first lap, feel out the bike when you lean into a corner, when you're going straight, what it's doing, so that you can remember what you like.
Okay. Did you want to say anything else to the camera?
Nope.
Okay.
Alright, so here we are at session 2. Lambo's out again. We went from the base setting and just went a little bit one direction with it to see what he could feel and what he was capable of noticing with the bike. So he went out and it had actually, they were watering, so obviously, I don't know if you've ever rode IMI, depending on the section of the track, the water can definitely change the track and make it really slick in some sections and really slick and really not slick in other sections. It's just super dependent on what portion of the track and how heavy the guy in the water truck is. But overall, the prep was good this day. It wasn't super busy, so the water was needed, which was good. So as you see, he's going along, doing his thing. I think you can see maybe just a little bit more aggression. We did talk also about sections of the track that maybe he needed to focus on charging a little more and doing things in that nature. So that being said, this lap, the fastest lap from this particular session, and this is session 2, he ran a 2:37.45, which, like I said previously, that was already a good 2 seconds faster exactly than session 1.
All right, session 3, 3rd setting, a little bit off from our 2nd setting to see which way you need to go. So after this, we're done suspension testing for the day, and then you have to pick one of the settings.
Okay.
1 slow lap, 2 fast laps.
Yep.
or fast lap from session 3, which is the last session. So this was the last one. Obviously, it was after riding 2 other sessions, so theoretically, he should be more tired in this session than the other sessions. We had just went I went minuscule number of clicks on the compression to make it a little bit softer on the compression, because we had the rebound where we wanted it. We had the high speed compression where we wanted it. So on the shock, this was just an adjustment to low speed compression, and on the forks, just overall compression. So we didn't mess with any oil volume. Like I said, it's the stock valving and the stock spring rates. But at this point, he had confidence in the bike. He said he felt like he could charge into the corners more, and there was more hold up. He felt like when he landed, he wasn't just blowing through a stroke anymore. So this honestly is kind of easy. You could go out and do it with your friend. Like, you take one friend. If you have just a minor knowledge of suspension clickers and what they do, you could get the same result. And it turned out like this was a dramatic difference. Between the sessions, he gained speed in each session, from the first session to the second session to the third session. But overall, from the last day that we had done a lap time at IMI with Lambo to this day, which would have been Sunday, this past Sunday, this was 9 seconds faster than his previously recorded fast lap. So 9 seconds just by doing clickers and him gaining some confidence in the clicker settings that were available. So, like I said, just a minor knowledge of suspension and what the clickers do. You know, a lot of people get confused when we're talking rebound, and there's an H and an S. So if you do S, you're doing softer rebound. If you're doing H, you're doing harder rebound. So that's true. However, H in rebound stands for slower. The suspension will rebound slower, and S, it will rebound faster. So just a minor knowledge. There's an entire suspension manual from Race Tech that you can order on Amazon, and you guys could go out and do this yourself. Thanks for tuning in this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Watching Lambo get faster.